Good morning, back with another video after all this time. Hang on. Howdy yokes, Ethan here to tell you about my new project. That's right, I made a photo zine. There Will Be a Time is a collection of images taken between April 16th and April 28th, 2020. It tries to document what life is like in a smallish American city doing its best to cope with the lockdown. But let me give you a little bit of a backstory. On April 16th, 2020, I had gone over to my mom's place to pick up a few things. And on the way home, I decided to stop, go through a drive-thru and get some lunch and eat lunch in what I thought was gonna be a deserted parking lot. But I was struck by something else. This place was not only devoid of cars, the posters were gone. And I've seen this movie theater empty a bunch of times, but never like that. This was different. This was strange. It was eerie. And I happened to have my camera with me, and so I grabbed it, and I grabbed a couple shots. Later that day, I got a text from my girlfriend who had just gone into work at the hospital. And she told me that there were all kinds of people outside, out in front of the hospital. Off-duty firefighters, policemen, random citizens who showed up to show their respect and show that they cared. Again, I grabbed my camera and I went to take a couple shots. What I found was moving. I saw people doing their best to be supportive, standing together to let the frontline workers know they cared. But I saw people that were scared. They were keeping their distance, covering their mouths with socks or anything they could find. I saw firefighters in masks trying to stay away from each other as they pulled down the giant flag. And because of that, this project was born. I felt the need to capture all the ways that things were different now with everything going on and show them to people. And I went all over town just looking for things that were different, things that were out of place, things that have changed, and trying to show some of the isolation that people feel. I took 28 images that I was happy with, and I put them in this book. I tried to sequence them in such a way to be moving, to show people that with everything that's happening, the isolation, the fear they feel, they're not feeling it alone. They understand that everybody's out here feeling the same way. We're all having a tough time of it these days. Everything's tough for everybody. I mean, I make a good deal of my income as a photographer on the road, and that's vanished. But there's a much bigger problem out here, and that's what I tried to work with. In just the last few days, between when I sent these to the printer and when they arrived at my door today, we've had states trying to open back up. People going to the beach, going all over the place, resuming their normal lives. And it hasn't really seen a swing in the wrong direction yet, but it's going to, and it's gonna have a huge impact on our healthcare system. So I'm selling these books, these right here. I'm selling these books, and I'm donating 50% of every dollar I make from it to getusppe.org, which is a charity designed to take short-term donations and turn them into personal protective equipment for our hospital workers. Every day I see more and more stories of people going into work and not being able to protect themselves from getting sick while they're trying to help the patients that are already sick. I have to do any little thing I can to help out. So you can go to my website right now. It's in the link in the description, ethanedgehill.com, and you can pick up a copy of my book, There Will Be a Time. I'm selling them for $12 a piece. They're recycled paper, they're beautiful, they're printed well. I'm selling them for $12 a piece plus shipping, and I'm doing a limited run of the first 25 are gonna be signed and numbered, and we'll kind of see from there depending on how many people want one. But go ahead and get it, act fast. I don't know exactly how many there's gonna be. Thank you so much for everybody watching this video and everybody who goes out and buys one. It means the world to me. It is truly super important. This is the first piece of work I've ever actually published physically. I mean, I've done some prints, but nothing to this scale. And I could not be more excited to share these pieces of my photography with you and to show you everything that I've been working on and to do more things like this. So go ahead and get your copy right now. It would help me out tremendously, and it will help out our healthcare workers in some small way that I can give back. Thank you so much.